Welcome back. In this video, you're going to be learning how to make use of Google Slides. We've looked at Google Docs and Google Sheets, but now we want to see how to make use of Google Slides. And just like we did earlier, I'm just going to go to google.com. I'm doing this deliberately so that you can get used to how to sign in into any of these applications. So the next thing I'm going to do is to select the Google application button, then look for slides. Can you see slides? Then I'm going to sign in. I'm sure you now know how to make use of this, so it shouldn't be an issue anymore. So it's loading. And as you can see, we're right there now. So just like we've seen under Google Docs and Google Sheets, we have the same thing applicable here. So if you look at how to create a new presentation, you could create it from a blank presentation or you create it from the templates that have been provided. So you have any of those options to choose from. Do you understand that? So if you look at the templates, we have quite a number of them that you could choose. Okay, and they are free. Your big idea, photo album, wedding, you can see that, portfolio, lookbook, general presentation, your big idea, you can see that, all of that, yearbook and all of that. You can see students, you can see student certificate and all of that. So you could choose from any of these templates if it is related to what you want to achieve. If not, you are to create your presentation from blank presentation. I hope you understand that. So I'm going to go back now. So I've just minimized the template gallery for us to have a view of this because I wanted to show us something here. Can you see recent presentations? No presentations yet. If you look at Google Docs, you have this there also. Under Google Sheet, you see no spreadsheet yet. Under Google Docs, you see no document yet. Do you understand that? So if you now click plus, you create a new presentation here. I hope you understand that. So, but if you've worked on any of those things before, they're going to be listed here. So I'm just going to click blank because I want to show you how it looks. So as you can see, you would notice that this is not different from your normal Microsoft PowerPoint environment. So that's why I said you have almost the same thing. I just want to show you things that could look different that you need to just adjust to for you to be able to work effectively here. So if you look at it very well, all of those things are here as well. The only difference is that they are placed in different menus and all of that. So, and on Microsoft PowerPoint, you have your ribbon and all of that. But here you don't have it. You don't have the tabs, you only have menus. Do you understand? I'm sure Google is going to upgrade someday too. And we're going to have such tabs and ribbon. But currently we have this. You know, in the times past, Microsoft used to have things like this as well. They used to have menus. But it was the upgrade they did that brought about the ribbon and the tabs. So if you look at this now, you still have the same thing. You can see it. So you see this is your slide. If you want to add more slide, can you see this new slide? You could begin to add it. You could click from the layout, you choose any of them that you want to choose from. You know, just like what we were doing under Microsoft PowerPoint. And you have some of those options here as well. look at file. The same thing we did under Google Docs and Google Sheet, you could do here as well. You could import a PowerPoint document that you have on your system. Do you understand that? So you need to understand that. So if you have a PowerPoint file that you want to just bring to Google Slides, you could do that. I hope you understand that. So don't forget that. So the same thing is applicable here as well. You could publish it to web, you could rename, you could share, you could create new presentation, you could make a duplicate of it, just like we've done earlier. But right here, if you're making a copy, you could copy an entire presentation, that is the entire presentation, or you could, just copy selected slides. So if you have some slides to select from a presentation, you could select those slides and copy them into another presentation. I hope you understand that. And you could copy an entire presentation, that is all the slides in the presentation. So you need to understand. You could also download your Google Slides in all these formats. You could download in Microsoft PowerPoint format, ODP, document, PDF, plain text, and all of that. I hope you understand that. So those are the formats that you could use to download this Google Slide into your maybe system or whatever. I hope you understand. You could also print, you could set up your page and see print settings and preview and all of that. So these are things that you could do. If you click print preview now, this is what you're going to have there, because I've not done anything, so it's empty. So I can close the preview and come back to the normal view. I hope you understand that. So you also have the layout here. If you want to change the layout after creating the slide, maybe you don't like the slide layout, you could change it here. I hope you understand. So you have your background, you could change your background, all of that. We've worked on this theme is there. You could choose from all these themes that you have here. You also have the transition there, just like we did on Microsoft Excel. So you could choose your transition from here, any of the transition you want. If you want none, if you want dissolve, fade, and all of that, choose from it. If you want gallery, you could choose from it. I hope you get what I'm saying. So these are things that you could actually do. You still have your normal PowerPoint view. You have your speaker notes there. Just do well to just walk around all of this. And I'm sure by the time you go through this, you would observe that it's not difficult. What the advantage you just have on Google Slide is that it gives you the opportunity to share this slide with your team. Do you understand that? So if they want to make input or they want to comment and all of that, they could do that. Do you understand that? So these are things that you need to know. So, and if you want to make your presentation, you could start the presentation here. If you want to comment, you could comment here. I hope you understand that. So these are things that you need to know. So you could share the same way we've been sharing. I've not named this presentation yet. So if I want to name it, I can name it here or close it, then go to this particular place. I'm stepping out. I'm not sharing yet. So this is the place you could change it. And don't forget that you don't have to save here. Just keep working. As long as you're connected to the internet, it will be saved automatically. I hope you understand that. So I didn't show you object animations the other time. Apart from the slide transition, you also have the object animations to animate each object on your slides. I hope you understand that. So these things have been taught, earlier. So I'm closing that. So you have them here. Look at it. New slide, duplicate slide. You can say delete slide if you don't want it again. Skip slide. All of that. You have the transition. You have the layout. You can change the background. You can go to Edit Master. If you have not forgotten, we dealt with Slide Master and all of that. So you could do all of that here as well. You change your theme. You can see that. So you could also arrange. These are other tools that you could make use of. Look at format now. Look at all the things you have there. Text, align and indent, line spacing. and the likes, borderlines. Say insert, you could insert audio, video, text box, image, shapes. But shapes here is quite different from the one on Google Docs. Right here, you could draw what you want to draw, unlike on Google Docs that you have to go to the drawing pane for you to be able to draw whatever you want to draw, then save, and it comes back to your document. But here, you could select the shape that you want to draw, then just draw right on your workspace. I hope you understand that you could also draw table, charts, diagram and all of that. I hope you understand. So look at view, you have your motion, you have your master there. This would be your slide master. Do you understand that? You have your grid view, you have zoom, you have ruler, and all of that. Just move around all of this. The speaker notes that is here, you could disable it by clicking show speaker notes. So once you disable, this would be removed. So if I click now, it's going to take it out. Can you see that? If you go back to it, under view, and bring it back, it's going to be there. You could also do full screen. Do you understand that? So these are things that you could actually, achieve with this. If you want to go back, can you see, press escape to go back. So once you press escape on your keyboard, it's going to exit the full screen mode. So that's that. So you also have the edit, undo, redo, paste, copy, cut, and all of that. See file, look at all of that. Could email this slide. This Google slide. You could email it to the people that you want to email it to. This second option is to email your collaborators. Do you understand? Maybe you want to send them a mail. You could send it to them. And that's that. So there's a difference between the two. This one will send this particular slide, this presentation, it will send it to your team as an attachment. But this will send just a mail to your collaborators. You need to understand that. So all these Google tools that we've been examining, they are collaboration tools. It makes it easy for a team to work together on the same document, spreadsheet, or slides, presentation now. So you could download it as well, do many things. Do you understand that? So the same thing you've done on Google Docs and Google Sheet could be done here as well. I hope you understand that. So if you want to name this, you could give it a name, maybe practice presentation, something like that. Just put it there. I hope you understand that. So if you want to present, you could do that and it's going to load. I hope you understand that, but there's nothing there, so that's why it's like that. So if I want to work, I can work just like I work on Microsoft PowerPoint. Do you understand? So if you want extra slide, just click plus and it gives you another slide. The same way you work on Microsoft PowerPoint. So, and the advantage here is that you don't save. The work gets saved automatically. I hope you understand that. So you could start this presentation. You start it, it becomes start document. Start presentation. So that's that. So you could also pass your comment by using this. I hope you're getting that. So you could share, just like you've been sharing on Google Docs and which other one is there? Google Sheet. So you could type the name of the people you want to share it with here. Their email addresses. Just put it here and you're going to just share the link with them and they'll be able to do that. I hope you got that clearly now. So if you want to change it to anyone with the link, you could do that as well, so that anyone that has the link can gain access to this presentation. You could do that. And you could also publish it to the web. Do you understand that? So once you publish this, it's going to be there for people to be able to access it. All you need to do is just to share the link with people. And anywhere people are across the world, they can check out your presentation. I hope you understand that now. So that's that about that. You also have the versions. You can see version history. Once you come here, it's going to give you different versions. This is what I started with, but if you look at it now, this is the current version because I've just added an extra slide to it. So if I start typing, I'm still going to create more versions and all of that, so that if I want to revert back to any of those versions, I can go back to it. I hope you understand that. So that's that. You could show only named versions. That is if you name a version and all of that. So you could name each of those versions, or you could make a copy of it. Maybe I want a copy of this version. I could make another copy. I hope you got that now. So that's that. And you could print from here right away. So I'm going to go back. So these are things that you could actually do with your Google Slide. So take your time, go through all of these menus, go through all of these commands, use them over and over. I want to assure you that you'll be able to use it effectively. If you see this option, this film strip view, and this is the grid view. So if I click this, it's going to give you like this, like slide sorter on Microsoft PowerPoint. So the only difference there is that they call it grid view here, while on Microsoft PowerPoint, it's being called slide sorter. Do you understand that? So these are things that you need to understand. So if you come to film strip view, this is what you're going to have there. I hope you got this clearly now. So this is where we're going to stop in this video. Take your time, go through all of this. And I want to assure you that by the time you go through it over and over, you'll master it. I hope you understand that. So this is where we're going to stop in the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.